at certain times in our lives, life can just feel a bit too much. We can feel overwhelmed or stressed for any number of reasons. We're all juggling so many responsibilities. There's so much pressure to perform and to be this and that. And we ourselves put pressure on, thinking that we should do something, or not just one thing, a whole heap of stuff. So then it can, as I say, lead to stress, it can lead to overwhelm, and at times it can actually spiral into anxiety, where we feel that things aren't safe, and it can lead to negative and repetitive, worrisome thoughts. So in this Reiki session, we're going to explore how you can release that, in terms of releasing the thoughts, in terms of releasing the feelings, and the whole energy around that, letting it go from mind and body so that you can press reset. So typically when we are feeling a bit overwhelmed, stressed or anxious, we go into our limbic system. We respond from there. So think of that as like your survival brain, this concept of fight, flight or freeze. The thing with the limbic system is that as the name suggests, it's very much about survival. And in the past, our brains were looking for danger, because it could literally have meant a life or death scenario. That is no longer true, for most of us anyway. But when we're responding from our limbic system, we're still in that mode of expecting danger to pop up. And we start to see danger where there isn't any. And that means that we're not responding from our prefrontal cortex. That is our centre for rational thought, where we can actually rationalise our emotions and, if you like, check in to make sure that we're responding with the appropriate response. So one of the things that Reiki does is help us move from our limbic system, that's much more reactive, much more negative, into our prefrontal cortex, which is much more rational and allows us to concentrate more, to focus, to be more positive, to be more motivated. So Reiki triggers the parasympathetic nervous system, which is that deep relaxation, and that's where you can then reset and rebalance. So I'm going to be guiding us through and allowing us to open up to that, and then letting or releasing the negative thoughts and feelings and emotions that could be swirling around in your energy. Before I get started and properly open up to Reiki, there's just a few things that I'd like to say. So I am going to be opening to Reiki, and even though you could be watching this anytime, any day, that's the beauty of Reiki. I can set that intention to only release it when you say, I am ready. So if you would like to receive the Reiki, just say, yes, I'm now ready to receive it. I'm now ready to receive Reiki. Simple as that. Okay? But I would say, don't actually ask to receive the Reiki if you've had alcohol or caffeine within the last couple of hours, or if you've taken recreational drugs. Just come back to this at a later time. And as I've said, Reiki is deeply relaxing, so make sure that you're in a space where you can sit or lie down and just take some time for yourself. And of course, don't listen to this while you're driving or operating heavy machinery. Just see this as a little space and time for yourself to rebalance and reset. All right. We're just about to start. Just one more thing before I do. As you can tell, I haven't actually got a script that I'm going to follow. I'm just going to see where my heart leads me in this. But I do know that I'm going to be asking you to imagine your crown chakra opening. So if you're new to this kind of thing, that may be an unfamiliar concept. So what I find very useful is to imagine the crown of my palms together in like a prayer position and then opening into a cup. And imagine that on the crown of my head. So we walk around with our crown closed most of the time, and then by going into this cup shape, we can open. Now, if you can visualize that or feel it, that's fantastic. But if you can't, it really doesn't matter. Please don't get hung up on that. It's fine. Reiki will find its way to you to connect no matter what. Just find it's helpful. But like I say, it's absolutely not essential. So just listen to my voice, listen to the music, allow yourself, or actually give yourself permission to just go where your energy wants to. There's absolutely no right or wrong in any of this. All right, so let's get started with the Reiki. So get yourself into a comfortable position. You can sit down, you can lie down. Make sure you're comfortable, make sure you're warm. If you need to, pause the video, grab a blanket, glass of water. If you feel like you'd like to light a candle, that's all good. Whatever works for you. This is your time. All right. Now I invite you to close your eyes and just pause for a moment. We all live such busy lives that our energy can be literally fizzing. Allow thoughts to come in, just acknowledge them and then allow them to flow out again. If you get distracted at any point, it's absolutely fine. Just reconnect with my voice, reconnect with the music, and all's good. Okay. So let's do some nice deep breathing just to relax ourselves and start that process of receiving the Reiki energy. So taking a lovely deep breath in, if possible through your nose, turn it around and release the breath if it's comfortable through your mouth. Really bring the breath as deep down in your abdomen as you can. So once again, breathing in. When you're ready, turn it around and slowly, steadily releasing the breath. And from this moment on, with every breath that you take in, imagine you're receiving the Reiki energy, whatever that means for you, and I'll guide you through that in a moment. And on every breath out, giving your whole energy, your mind, body and soul, full permission to release and let go of stagnant energy, unsupportive thoughts and feelings, busy thoughts and feelings, any negative emotions that come up. Every breath out, releasing a little bit more and a little bit more. Okay. So, starting at the crown of your head. So this is where I invite you to imagine your crown opening. So remember that from prayer position into an open cup. Crown opening and a ball of or shaft of golden beautiful light flooding in through the crown of your head like rays of sunshine. And bring your focus to the crown of your head and imagine the Reiki energy now starting to very gently spin round at the crown of your head, and as it moves down into your forehead, smoothing out any frown, any tension in that area, spinning down into your cheeks, around your eyes. Stop squinting or scowling, releasing all of those tiny muscles around your eyes and in your cheeks, unclenching your jaw, relaxing a little bit more, a little bit more. Let's take a deep breath in here, feeling the Reiki flooding your head and releasing any tension in that area. And as you do, feel your shoulders come away from your ears, gently rolling your shoulders back, opening up across your collarbone, feeling your chest expand, all the muscles in your chest and at the top of your back can now relax and release. Again, giving yourself permission to receive the Reiki, to relax and to release. That ball of energy spinning round down into your throat, soothing any harsh words that you've said or harsh words that you've heard. Let those go now. Spinning down into your chest and then moving down into the area where your heart chakra sits. So lining up with where your heart physically sits in your body, and that whole section of your body across the front and the back is where your heart chakra sits. Feel that heart energy start to expand as you relax a little bit more, a little bit more. Just going with the flow. Perhaps your body feels like it wants to move. Just feeling peaceful, starting to feel more in flow, as though your energy is coming back into that midline. So as the Reiki flows in through the crown of your head, it moves down and through your body, down the core of you, down your arms, down your legs, and also then spins in each section of your body very gently. And we follow that spinning ball of Reiki energy down into our midsection, so into our diaphragm, releasing any tension there around our solar plexus. All those muscles along our spine of our back. Feel the tension dissolving and releasing. And spinning down into our tummies and down into our pelvic bowl. We hold an awful lot of emotional tension down in that space. So when I say pelvic bowl, I'm talking about that space between our hips, down in our pelvis, into our pubic bone, and then up the other side to meet the other hip, round the back, and then rejoining our hip. So think of it like a very deep bowl. And as it is a bowl shape, we tend to collect energy there, emotional energy. Some of it's our own, but we're also quite good at soaking up the emotional energy of those folks around us, like sponges. So imagine that pool of energy just gently swirling around in your pelvic bowl, and every time that bowl spins round, it's gently releasing that emotional energy, all of the things that are not serving you, that are weighing you down, that are causing stress, worry, worrisome thoughts, anxiety. Feel that cleaning away. Let's just take a lovely deep breath in to our pelvic bowl. So bring your attention fully there. If you want to, you can lay your hands on your pelvic bowl. Take a breath in. Fill your bowl with the Reiki energy and then release the breath. Release anything that needs to be shifted. Give yourself full permission to receive the Reiki and then release what's no longer needed. Let's do a few breaths here actually. Taking a breath in. Feel the Reiki energy, receive it and release. Giving yourself full permission once again. Breathing into that space and release. One more time. Breathing in and releasing on the out breath. Beautiful. Feeling more and more deeply relaxed. Allowing yourself to rebalance, reset. Just allowing Reiki to do what your energy needs it to do. And then Reiki energy moving down into your hip flexors, around into your bottom, unclenching your bottom, the cheeks of your bum, moving down into your legs, those really strong thigh muscles, releasing any tension there, flowing down into your knees. Again, we can hold quite a bit of emotional energy in our knees. A lot of people suffer with issues and pain in their knees. That's often from holding very rigid thoughts or having experienced a lot of criticism in our lives, and we hold that in our knees, that rigidity. So allowing the Reiki into that space, that ball of energy spinning round, starting to release any tension that you're holding in that space, just very gently. Let's breathe into our knees. Imagine sort of breathing into the back of your knees, out through your kneecap. So to breathe in and out, releasing that tension there. And making a free channel now for the Reiki to flow down into your calves and shin. Lighting up that area. Once again, releasing any tension. Feel that flow down into your ankles, your feet and your toes. Allow any excess or unwanted stagnant energy to flow out of your feet. From this moment, that's where it's going to flow out from there. Just releasing, letting go. And for completeness, we just bring our focus now back up to our arms. So up the upper part of our arms. Again, really strong muscles. Let's give them a little bit of time off. Relax. Softening your elbows. Feeling the Reiki flow into your arms on both sides, into your wrists, your hands and out through your fingers, softening your hands and fingers. And just take a moment to notice how you feel now. How you feel more in alignment, more in flow, even if it's just a tiny little bit more than when we started. Creating your own oasis of calm contentment. Breathing in really deeply and release the breath. Every single breath in, welcoming in more Reiki energy. And with every breath that you release, giving your energy permission to release and let go. Allow thoughts to float in, acknowledge them, and then allow them to float on by. Don't get caught up in any one single thought. Just let them float in and then out. We're going to bring our attention back to our solar plexus. So that is the space just below, for ladies, or just where our bra strap sits. So for the other folks out there, I'm sure you know that space I mean. So just at the top of our rib cage there. So if we bring our focus, you're welcome to put your hands there if you feel you'd like to. And let's breathe into that space. So taking a nice deep breath in. Feel your chest expand, feel your energy expand, and then turn the breath around and release. So we have a chakra in that space, our solar plexus, and so we ask for our chakra to be open, to be spinning in the right direction. Don't get caught up in what does that mean. Just allow your energy to do what it needs to. Okay, we just set that intention to open our solar plexus. At the end, to connect our solar plexus with our heart. Reiki is always a return to love. So there's never ever cause to be concerned. Reiki will only ever show you what you're ready to receive and will only guide you in love. That's all there is. There is nothing more powerful than that. So trust in love. So by doing that now we can trust in what's going to come up as we focus in on our solar plexus. As you bring your attention here, just notice what comes up for you. Just with curiosity, nothing more. No judgment, no anger, resentment, no anxiety. Just be curious. Does a particular scene or feeling come up for you? When you think about how you've been feeling in the last few days, the last few weeks, what's coming up for you? Stay nice and calm. Take a breath and release. And as you picture that scene, or maybe a little series of almost like videos in your head, what feelings come up for you? What thoughts? What emotions? Again, just acknowledge them with love and curiosity, and those that are unsupportive, that are negative about yourself, about a situation, about others, anything that feels prickly or uncomfortable. Give your energy permission now to let them go. I give my energy permission to let go of feeling anxious, overwhelmed, stressed, angry, disappointed, hurt, whatever it is for you. Use your own words. Stay connected to your heart. So breathing in the Reiki energy and then release the breath, release the feelings, the emotions, the thoughts. Let them go now. You don't need them any longer. Give your energy full permission to let them go. Notice if anything else comes up for you. Each time something comes up, take a breath in and then release. Say it out loud if you want to, or in your own head. I release whatever it is. Let it go. Okay. So we've made some space energetically. We've done some releasing. So just like a cup, a glass of water, we've tipped some of the stagnant water out. We've released it. But we've got a whole glass that we need to fill. And we don't want to leave that just to chance. So we're going to fill our cup with loving energy. That space that you've created, whether you're feeling it or not, needs to be filled. So bring your focus now to your heart. Again, you can lay your hands on your heart if you want to. And let's take a breath into our heart space. So breathe in. And then release the breath. Our hearts have powerful, powerful energy. So much so. So we're going to take another breath in. Allow our heart chakra to be open and spinning in the right direction. Allow our heart energy to expand. So feel your heart expanding with love. On the next breath, feel your whole body expanding with love. And once again, feel your whole being expanding with love. The whole room you're in filling and expanding with love. The whole building that you're in expanding and filling with love. Okay, beautiful. And with those feelings of love, imagine yourself now in your heart space. Feel yourself surrounded by love, support, feeling very safe, feeling at peace. And then you start to get the sensation that there are people around you, or actually not just people, beings around you, energetic beings, whether they be in physical body or whether they are your spirit guides. Maybe you want to notice who's there, or maybe you just want to trust that feeling. Feel the love and support that is always there for you. And it feels deeply comforting. Lean back into it. Trust that feeling. Trusting yourself. And in this moment, feeling deeply relaxed, calm, at peace. Trusting yourself. Actually, let's say some of affirmations. I feel, So I am loved and supported. I trust myself. I am calm. I am confident. I am capable. I am resilient. I accept myself for who I am. I am safe. And then add in anything else that you feel you'd like to say. Beautiful. And just before we leave your heart space, feel the love and support around you once again, and just ask, is there anything I need to know or do? Just see what comes up. It could be that at this moment nothing is coming up for you, and that's fine, but just be open to opportunity, open to seeing guidance as you go through the rest of this day and the next few days. Things that maybe you may not have noticed before. Something might come up on your social media feed, something somebody says. Be curious. Is there something your guides would like you to acknowledge and explore in support of you releasing any feelings of overwhelm, stress, anxiety, or any other negative feelings? Things that you can do for yourself, for your own well-being. Be open to those opportunities. Okay, so let's take just a couple of beautiful breaths here in our heart space. Feel that love. Feel as though you're being enveloped in a beautiful warm hug. It feels so right. It feels so familiar. Release the breath. And once again, breathe in. Feel the warmth of that feeling. Really bank that in your mind, in your heart, in your body. And anytime you start to feel a little overwhelmed, remember this feeling of calm and contentment, of love and support. It's yours to tap into at any time. Okay, beautiful. So I'm going to now invite you to come back into the room, stop the flow of Reiki. So take a stretch or a yawn. Ooh, it's always a good sign, a yawn. Start to feel and notice your physical body. Wiggle your feet, your hands, move your body a little bit. And when you're ready, open your eyes and come back into the room. Just beautiful. Okay. So just take your time before moving on and getting on with the rest of your day. Take a sip of water. Be gentle with yourself. When you do release energy, you can sometimes feel a bit tired, maybe a little bit more emotional or sensitive. So just be wary of that. And as I said in the Reiki, be open and curious to what opportunities the universe is going to present to you. If you've got any questions whatsoever or any comments, please leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. I wish you so much love and happiness for the rest of your day. Well, no, not just for the rest of your day, just so much love and happiness. Thank you.